Coming to you from Keiko Studios, it's The Balcony Show with Ann Thatcher, Bo Summer, Mike Roy, Donna Gallucci, and me, the Mad Cat. We have searched the globe for the best in indie music so you don't have to. So here we go, The Balcony Show.
Friends in faraway places, sent with love and good vibes. Just keep an eye out for just what's coming. It might be a surprise.
Seriously?
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Balcony Show. Woo-hoo. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Super excited today because we have Dan Harrison. He is a Reverb Nation selectee, and he is country, and you're going to love his music.
He's a little bit country.
You like country?
Yeah,
a little bit of country
rock
pop
and roll.
crossover?
Mm-hmm.
He's pretty straight up country, though.
Pretty cool.
There's an edge of pop, but not a lot.
Yeah.
I would say.
Just enough edge of pop to make it mass appeal.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's won a couple of awards, and yeah, he's a great songwriter. He's doing his thing, so we'll be talking to him later in the show. But first,
Of course. As she hands the paper that
handwritten.
she handwritten, like
Oh
she
my
just
gosh.
contrived this torture straight out of the gate. Obviously it's a set of would you rather. So let's just jump right into that deep dark pool, folks. Would you rather? Would you rather swing on a star, carry moonbeams home in a jar, and be better off than you are?
Or would you rather get on with the show?
Well, here it is, Mike. Here we go.
Finally.
And there we are. Would you rather? Well, we're going to jump right into this handwritten.
You got to
You have to
decipher
save
it,
that.
man.
You have to save
Of course,
that.
I have to decipher. Yeah, well, at least she has better
No,
penmanship.
save it.
She has
Yeah,
better
you
penmanship
have to
than
save
I
it.
It'll be
do.
worth a lot of money one
Yeah.
day. It's
Yeah.
handwritten
All right.
by the Ann Thatcher.
Here we go. Wow. Would you rather be somewhere else in here? Yeah. No, okay, seriously. Would you rather, one, would you rather have sex with a goat and no one finds out, or not have sex with a goat, but everyone thinks you did? What is the matter with you, Ann?
I'm gonna
Let
say,
people think whatever they
yeah,
want.
that's what I'm thinking. They
Ew.
can think
Ew.
whatever they want, but guess what? I ain't doing no goat. No goat. Nah. That's what I got to say. Nah. What about you, Mike?
I mean,
Come on,
I,
answer the question.
I think I've been asked that question before. So I'll just let people think what they want.
yeah, think what they want. I mean, I've been with women who
Yeah,
sound like
absolutely.
goats during
Let them
sex.
think
but-
what they
Oh,
want.
Jesus.
They think what they want anyway.
That's
so
the
what's
true
the
story.
what's the
Yeah.
difference?
Is it in yet?
All right.
I'm sorry.
Never mind.
What the hell's the matter with you, Ann? I swear to Christ. And the fact that she sat there and just wrote this out, that means she's got like the pocket deep dark web with her wherever she goes. All right. So would you rather would you rather have to pull out a big clump of hairs that have gathered in your butt cheeks, or pull out a long ingrown hair? What is the matter
Wait,
with
what?
you?
That is so
Wait,
gross
what?
on every level.
Would you rather pull out a big clump of hairs that have gathered in your butt cheeks, or would you rather pull out a long ingrown hair?
Oh, the gathered
Oh,
hair.
God.
I mean,
One's a little more painful.
I
The
mean,
ingrown is going to hurt because that's inside.
Oh,
You,
yeah,
you want to get rid of
man.
that ingrown hair, though.
That's
You don't really
sensitive
want that.
skin
on
back
you.
there, that leather donut.
yeah.
Whoa. And where have you been pulling hairs out from,
What's
Yeah.
Belle?
going on here?
Somebody's leather donut is lined with fur.
It's very tender.
So now we're gonna sit here and discuss freaking
Thin
Bo's
skin.
balloon
Nah,
knot now.
no. I'm gonna say.
Oh my god!
Yippee!
I still remember when
gathered.
she never heard that terminology before.
Wow.
When we were at one of our former studios, I used the verbiage balloon knot,
I probably
and she didn't know
laughed just as
and she
hard.
didn't know what that was. You know what I
Oh
mean?
my goodness.
It's still
Now you know.
Starfish. It's,
Yep.
Oh my God, there's so many gross
There you
names.
This
go.
is what we're talking about tonight.
Donna, she's
Evidently-
mortified.
With this.
I feel like I haven't missed a beat.
Dan's going to listen to the front of this show and he's going to be like, what the hell is the matter with these people?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
like,
not-
country
I feel
and
so bad
pop.
for Dan.
It's not
yeah.
us, Dan.
Sorry, Dan.
Poor Dan.
It's not us, Dan. This is
I
all
apologize,
Ann.
Dan
Oh,
Harrison.
did you hear that? Anne is
What?
like, goats are country.
Oh,
Oh my god.
That makes it all
Oh, my
better.
God.
Yeah.
All right.
just about to edit that out. All right, so
my goodness.
Poor Daryl. You
The-
got a big job ahead of you.
the final one, folks. The final one. Thank God. Would you rather eat a wet loaf of bread or a quart of whipped fish? Ew.
Bread,
bread.
I'll eat the wet bread
Yeah.
for
I
crying
ate
out loud.
wet bread today
I
at
put
lunch.
wet bread
Oh,
in
there
my
you go.
meatballs. Anywho.
Yes.
I
Yes.
mean,
That's a secret ingredient.
I've
guys.
seen
Oh,
some-
that's a secret industry.
That's an
secret.
industry
I've seen some fish
secret.
that have been whipped, but I'll definitely eat the wet bread.
Yeah.
all the way.
All
Wet
about
bread.
the wet bread.
Well, thank you for that.
That was lovely, Anne. Thank you.
You know,
Oh, you're more than welcome.
please tell me you found this on the internet and just had to pen it down, and this did not come straight from your brain.
I'll never tell.
Good Lord.
Ooh.
Feeling it might be a little of both.
Yeah,
Just like the
could
goat
be.
thing.
But anyways, I'm gonna let our listeners get out of here, and they're gonna take a listen to a song by Brandon Maddox. If you're talking behind my back, great song. So take a listen, and we'll be right back with the rest of the show.
There was dart slinging, shot sinking going on. You were drinking in the corner alone. I was ragging up some 9-ball, making every single pocket I called. It was a ball rolling, beer flowing, hell of a night, till my ex-best friend dropped by. Pretty soon you both were whispering. I said, oh God, there you go again. If you don't have the nerve to say it to my face, let me tell you what I think about that. If you're talking behind my back, keep your lips moving and kiss my ass. You were a show-stopping, jaw-dropping, one of a kind, but it didn't take me much time to find out you were a rattlesnake who up and bit me in a bad way. You had my heart yearning, fire burning from the start. Now I don't know who you are, didn't know you had a forked tongue. The devil's daughter if he's got one. If you don't have the nerve to say it to my face, let me tell you what I think about that. If you're talking behind my back, keep your lips moving and kiss my ass. I was raised to never say this kind of thing to a lady, so I ain't saying you're a two-faced, backstabbing gossip, but maybe if you don't have the nerve to say it to my face, let me tell you what I think about that. If you're talking behind my back, keep your lips moving like you've been doing. Keep your lips moving and kiss my ass. I'll pucker up.
Hey, folks, welcome back to the Balcony Show, to which you are listening, our wonderful listeners. And right now, I mean, considering how the front of the show is going, this song is so aptly named right now. And it's got to be like a dedication to Ann. Can't Take You Anywhere by Dan Harrison. Give it a listen. And when you come back, we're going to have Dan on the line. So here we go.
to the mountains, hit a sky-high saloon. But wherever we end up, you got me shaking my head. When I take one look at you, I'm seeing right through that dress. I can't take you anywhere, from Rio to Rome. The second we get there, I wanna take you back home. The way I'm moving, I lose it. And girl, it ain't fair how you take me to heaven, but I can't take you anywhere. I should have more control, but you ain't been no help. 'Cause that strap off your shoulder ain't fixing itself. You love making trouble, love causing a scene, and I want all that trouble so damn selfishly. I can't take you anywhere, from Rio to Rome. The second we get there, I wanna take you back home. The way you're moving, I lose it. And girl, it ain't fair how you take me to heaven, but I can't take you anywhere. So let's get out of here. You take my breath, you take my heart just like it's nothing. So I wanna take your hand and take off running. 'Cause I can't take you anywhere, from LA to New York. The second we get there, I wanna head straight for that door. The way you're moving, I lose it. And girl, it ain't fair how you take me to heaven, but I can't take you anywhere. How you take me to heaven, but I can't take you anywhere. Still, you take me to heaven, but I can't take you anywhere. So let's get out of here, baby, let's get out of here. I can't take you, can't take you, can't take you anywhere. Yeah, can't take you, can't take you, can't take you anywhere.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Balcony Show. We're very excited to have Dan Harrison on the phone. He is a TikTok famous for a song that he wrote, and the Bells covered it. It is now at 4 million views. He is also a 2021 ASCAP J. Corny Award and a 2022 Bluebird Cafe Golden Pick Award. He is also the recipient of the 2023 ASCAP Harold Adamson Lyric Award. So you're doing a thing, man. You're hitting, you're doing it. And then now you made the Balcony Show through Reverb Nation. Your life is complete.
That's what you couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't. Say.
He's speechless.
Could not have said it better myself.
No. So why music, Dan? What drew you to this, and why this as a career?
I mean, that's kind of a fundamental question. I mean, I don't know if I have the best answer other than that it's been a part of me as long as I can remember. Some of my earliest memories are of music in varying formats and exposures, and just like feeling a connection to that energy and knowing that I needed to do something with that in my life. And it was kind of a circuitous 2 steps forward, 1 step back path to get to where I am now. And it's, still kind of the name of the business, unfortunately, but it's as natural a part of me as breathing or anything else that I do. I can't even trace the first moment that, I was like, I had to do that. For as long as I can remember, it's always been something that I wanted to do.
And our listeners just heard your first song, Can't Take You Anywhere. I can totally relate to that, being that I'm on the show here. But
That's great.
was there a single person that inspired that, or was it just a type of individual that inspired that?
Well, I definitely was thinking of my girlfriend at the time that I was writing it. I wrote it with some friends, and I was definitely thinking about her when we were writing it. So I'd like
Aw.
to say her, but we're not together anymore. So I guess it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope that it's ideally how you feel about your person, whoever you're with, and whoever I'm with next. I hope that I feel the same way about her. So
Oh, that's so nice.
I think I read somewhere today. Isn't it like forgive your ex today or something like that today?
No.
I swear I saw
they
something.
got to be making this stuff up.
If I got to start making phone calls, I quit.
oh gosh. No, there's nothing but respect and good feelings. It's just sometimes things don't work out. So.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I am super excited because you, first time on our show, first time ever being heard, we're going to listen to your brand new single, So Far So Good. And this, you collaborated with Sophia Lynn on it, and it is fantastic. How did this
thank you so much.
collaboration come about, hon?
So kind of again, circuitous, funny path. I wrote it before actually Can't Take You Anywhere, but it just took some songs take longer to kind of reach their end goal. And I wrote it with a friend, and me and her were at the time both in long distance relationships. And I'd had that idea in my phone, and I wanted to. I feel like a lot of the times when you're in a longer distance relationship, people ask like, "Why are you doing that?" Because like it sucks, and the truth is it does. But when you're with your person and you feel that strong of a connection, time and distance don't really factor into that, and you try and make it work. And so that was kind of the goal of this song, is to communicate the emotion and the feeling that people that are in those kind of relationships feel, and that it's a day by day. There's ups and downs, but you do it because you have a longer term sight or goal in sight, and it's worth it. So I think we can't control who we love or when we love them, and sometimes you meet and you're in the same place, and then one of you has to move, and then you make it work or you don't. But I think this was just to try and kind of express that emotion that I had been feeling at that time.
Okay, so we're going to take a break right here, and we're going to let our listeners hear this fantastic song, So Far,
Thank you so
So
much.
Good, by Dan Harrison and Sophie Lynn.
So far, it's been about 18 months. Putting miles on our cars and our hearts, not thinking about giving up. People say that we're crazy, it ain't gonna last when you're looking at 500 miles from behind the dash and 2 tanks of gas. I could find someone else where I'm at, and you probably could too, but they wouldn't love me anywhere close to the way you do. Yeah, there'll always be an even better place and time, but if we waited for that, we'd be waiting for our whole lives. So far, so good. We've been holding on tight best as we could, and it hurts. You're not by my side every night, but we make it work with the distance, 'cause it's worth it every minute. When loving you feels like I know it should. We're so far, but it's so good. I still hang out with all of your friends, 'cause it still kind of feels like you're here when I'm with them. My face on your phone is what you fall asleep to, and we still make them jealous even when we ain't in the same room. Yeah, they couldn't do what we do and make it so far, so good. We've been holding on tight best as we could, and it hurts. You're not by my side every night, but we make it work with the distance, 'cause it's worth it every minute. When loving you feels like I know it should.
Hey, folks, welcome back to the Balcony Show. We have Dan Harrison on the line. Our standard fair question, or at least mine, is so what are your intentions? Like, tell our listeners, are you planning on playing out? Do you do tour gigs and stuff like that in the sense of making long, arduous travels, obviously?
Oh yeah, definitely. I have a whole project. This song is about the second song off of a larger project that I'm releasing over the next year plus, and the goal is to kind of build momentum through that to be getting on the road. And I've been playing, festivals off and on, as they come and shows outside of town, but I haven't really done a sustained tour yet. And, there's a lot of reasons behind that because it's a huge undertaking and logistically and financially, and you got to make sure it works out. And we're in a different era than, back in, the classic rock days when you kind of just like went on the road and figured it out. So I wanted to be strategic. I don't want to go broke trying to get exposure, when we can get millions of views without leaving our house. So it's about being smart. But no, my hope is to be playing a bunch of festivals next year and booking stuff around that. I recently signed a booking deal with a small agency that is great. Deji Entertainment. They I shouldn't say small. They're not small. But they have a small
shout
area.
out to Deji Entertainment.
They have a small area of focus. They have a small area. They focus on college and military markets, which is really awesome. And those are great ways to build fan bases. So,
Absolutely, they are. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm really excited to be able to get to work with them and, kind of work in festivals and all those things. So yeah, the hope is to be on the road quite a bunch in the near future. So if you're following me on social media and everything, you'll be catching wind of that. And yeah, but I play shows all the time. I live in Nashville now, and I play shows around here all the time. Bluebird, Listening Room, and
That's great.
all around town. I played Whiskey Fest this past Monday. Play Whiskey Jam. A lot of great showcases here in town for up and coming artists.
And so we're going to end things tonight with your song. So, Crazy About Country, which is the song that got you on the show. That's the one that caught my ear. And
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no, really love this song. Really love the vibe of it. And, I can see this, ramping up for you. You know what I mean? I really feel like you have, you're solid, Dan. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
Your music is solid. It's well produced. I can't tell you enough. You know what I mean? How that matters when you are when I'm going through music or people who are in what we do, that line. You know what I mean? We want to hear good production. Bad production pushes you out the door. It doesn't get you anywhere. And
no, I hear you.
So who's ever doing this for you and the work that you're doing, keep doing it because it's good and it's strong and I really like it. And I'm allowed to say that.
I very much appreciate that. I think people that aren't in the industry, and you get it because you are, but people that aren't don't realize how much work goes into even just one song,
right.
the entire production process. And even if you have things streamlined, it takes a lot of care. And so that's why, streaming, it's really easy to just listen to like 30 seconds or a minute and then skip. But then there's just so much love and attention went into even a single song. So I appreciate the attention you guys have given it and that recognition. And hopefully it causes people to listen with a closer ear as well.
Dan?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I'm spying on your Instagram, or I'm stalking or whatever, trolling. And I noticed in your bio of your Instagram account, it says 610 with an arrow pointing to 615. 610 is our area code. Where are you from?
I'm from the Philadelphia main line. Yeah.
Oh, you're a homie? You're a homie.
Oh, yeah.
And it's wild because
Go Birds.
I also see that you're followed by Emily Noel Music, and she used to be on our show.
Oh, amazing.
So do you know Emily?
That's so great. Let me look up her account because I can't remember off the top of my head.
I know
right
she
now.
plays out a lot in that. She actually moved also to 615.
I'm sure we've met.
Yeah.
Emily Noel.
Cute little rebel redhead.
She's on Songwriter. She works for Songwriters Row down there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. She's name sounds super familiar. I'm sure I've met her. We meet a lot of people, obviously, every day.
Of course.
Down here,
yeah,
so
that's awesome.
I'm sure I've met her.
That's for sure.
Well, yeah. definitely a small world.
Well, listen,
Yeah.
I want to thank you for spending some time with us here. I know you've got things to do.
Well, it's always great to take time and talk to fellow.
He has a rehearsal for this song because he's going to be playing it out for the first time.
Oh,
There it
very
is.
cool.
I remembered.
Yes.
So
Yes. Yes.
I would encourage everybody to go check out his YouTube videos. There's some pretty cool stuff there. Won't get into it big time, but definitely check out his YouTube. Check out all of his music. It's available pretty much on every platform. And danharrison.com. Go check that out because you can follow him. I think that's it, Dan. I think I've covered everything.
It's danharrisonmusic.com.
danharrisonmusic.com.
Yes.
So there you have
Yes.
it. Check it out.
That's it.
And again, I want to thank you for being a part of the show. Keep us in touch when you get a new song so that we can put it out there for you. Once you're on our show, we continue to follow your journey. So
I appreciate it so
much.
much. Thank you so much for having me on the show. This is great, and I'm happy to represent Philadelphia and the East Coast down here. And it's a big part of my story, and I hope to be putting out music about that. I will be soon, and more, and telling my truth. And thank you guys for following along.
Keep us in the loop, Dan. We can't wait for more. Okay?
I very much will.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.
All right.
Take care,
Bye-bye.
Dan.
Bye.
Didn't grow up preachers and pews, but she's got me praying. Never wore out back roads and boots, but she's got me chasing. A shot of whiskey with some sweet tea. Southern comfort from a Mason, got a taste of fire. In her Carolina smile made me wanna stay a while. Now I love baby blue skies and her summer dress breeze. A white picket kind of living on a blanket, you'll miss it street. She's sweet as the taste of strawberry wine. I'm stuck on her like Tennessee honey. Got the city boy buzzing. I'm crazy about country. I'm humming a new kind of tune with the magnolias swaying. Cause we're like Johnny and June when the music's playing. And my heart knows she's my homegrown, so I ain't ever letting go. Cause I love baby blue skies and her summer dress breeze. A white picket kind of living on a blanket, you'll miss it street. She's sweet as the taste of strawberry wine. I'm stuck on her like Tennessee honey. Got the city boy buzzing. I'm crazy about country. Crazy about country miles, country style, living like a country song. Her country kind of country wilds got me loving her country strong. Cause I love baby blue skies and her summer dress breeze. A white picket kind of living on a blanket, you'll miss it street. She's sweet as the taste of strawberry wine. I'm stuck on her like Tennessee honey. I got the city boy buzzing. I'm crazy about country. Crazy about country. Whoa, yeah. Crazy about
Mad Cats, Mad Tracks.
Oh, yeah. On today's Mad Cats Mad Tracks, we have the song Girl, I Know a Guy by Alex Miller. And he's a Reverb Nation selectee. So give it a listen. And here we go.
You've got it going on, more than fine.
down on your own. It's not like you need someone to show you how it's done. But if you ever change your mind, girl, I know a guy. You've got your routine down. Your Tuesday girl's night out. Hot yoga twice a week. Ain't nothing else you need. But if you ever change your mind, girl, I know a guy. Let me show you what you're missing. Let me be your something more. Do some dancing in the kitchen. Let me open all your doors. We can tear down all your walls, brick by brick, watch them fall. Wanna know what love feels like? Girl, I know a guy. You feel 17. I'd listen to your dreams, wake up what's been asleep. So if you ever change your mind, girl, I know a guy. Let me show you what you're missing. Let me be your something more. Do some dancing in the kitchen. Let me open all your doors. We can tear down all your walls, brick by brick, watch them fall. Wanna know what love feels like? Girl, I know a guy. Let me show you what you're missing. Let me be your something more. Do some dancing in the kitchen. Let me open all your doors. We can tear down all your walls, brick by brick, watch them fall. Wanna know what love feels like? Girl, I know a guy. Girl, I know a guy.
Summer.
I have a little industry secret.
It's a secret.
It's really not. I'm just kidding. But
That's a private joke, right?
it is a private joke.
Oh,
Maybe
boy.
one day we'll tell everybody, but I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I won't say anything. Anyway, this I came across, I don't even know how the heck, you go on the internet and you just go down a dark black hole but sometimes you find some pretty cool things when you go down that dark hole.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, we know you know.
Oh, God.
But if you're an artist, check out promocards.byspotify.com. And this is so cute and so easy to do and so intuitive when you go to that website. It's a part of Spotify. So if you stream your music on Spotify and you are not good at graphics and maybe you have a new single coming out and you just want to promote it and say, hey guys, my new song is going to be out on Spotify. You go to this website. It's easy. It's intuitive. It's a way to create a very fast, very simple graphic, a digital asset to put in your pocket. And it's easy to download and share on any social media platform. So what it is it's like you can pick the size. So let's say you want to share with your list or your fans on Instagram. You can pick the square size, and it gives you the option to search the artist on Spotify, brings up their picture, adds it to the little digital card, and then you can fill in, like the song, or you can change the color of the background or whatever. But it looks very professional, and it looks like Spotify actually did the graphic, which was really neat. So I'm bringing that up because it not that it legitimizes it, but it's just a nice official way to say, hey, check out my song. And you've got like the digital assets exactly from Spotify. So
Anything that's going to make you look professional, there you go.
I totally agree. That is so
Perpetrate that
important.
fraud.
Yes, without a doubt. But it was like such a cool thing. Mike, go check it out.
I am.
What's the website?
I'm waiting for you to tell me.
I just did.
You did?
I did.
Promo
Promocards bySpotify.com.
Oh, promo cards.
Yeah.
I will
It's
check
very
them.
cool. And when I put this up on our Facebook page, I'll definitely do the link to the website that you go to and create all the little digital asset cards you
That's
want.
cool.
That's cool when you're
It's
playing
very,
out.
very
You know what I
neat.
mean? To have
Yeah.
that, you can hand them out, you know?
You could probably save that because you can download it and then share wherever you want.
You can
but
print it.
absolutely,
doesn't
that's a
cost you
great
much.
idea.
Doesn't cost you that much to print stuff
Yes.
anymore. Real cheap. So
Then you can even do that, add your own little QR code and hand that
Yeah.
out at shows
Yeah.
or
super
Man,
cool
we're so
idea.
creative.
Yeah.
All right, so check it out. Promocards.byspotify.com.
Another great
Love
tip
it.
right here on the Balcony Show with your host, Bo Summer, Indie Radar. Like to remind you that the Balcony Show is proudly produced in Penn Argyl, Pennsylvania by Keiko Studios. So hit them up for all your musical production needs. KeikoStudios.com. That's the place to go.
CAKO.
Welcome to another edition of Mike's Music Box. Inside, you're going to hear some stories of the macabre, the paranormal, and the strange. So stay tuned, if you dare.
And hello, everybody. This is Mike Roy here with Mike's Music Box. And today on this episode here at the Balcony is the 3 most haunted recording studios. We're going to start with Clearwell Castle, Clearwell, Gloucestershire. Black Sabbath was so scared during the 1973 recording of their classic 5th album, Sabbath Bloody Sabbath, at this Gothic revival house built in 1727. That drummer Bill Ward reportedly went to bed each night clutching a knife. Guitarist Tony Iommi had said, "One night I was walking down the corridor with Ozzy and we saw a figure in a black cloak. We followed it into the armory and there was no one there. The people that owned the castle knew all about this ghost and they said, 'Oh yeah, that's the ghost of so-and-so.' We were like, 'What?' Likelihood of seeing a ghost? If Ozzy Osbourne is there, then the chances are good. As we will learn, ghosts have a habit of following the Oz around." Next recording studio is the Monroe Valley Studio, Rockfield, Monmouthshire. And I probably totally messed that up for anybody's from that area. That's okay. I'm American. Recording his 1980 debut solo album, Blizzard of Oz, at the legendary Welsh studio, Ozzy and his crew, guitarist Randy Rhoads, bassist Bob Daisley, and drum tech Spencer, decided to hold a seance with a Ouija board.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, right? Bad idea. After a while of asking questions and getting a YES and NO answers, the glass spelled out RANDY followed by YOUAREGOINGTODIE. Daisley wrote in his 2013 memoir, For Fact's Sake, "We didn't like the vibe and stopped. We broke the glass, we threw the paper letters out of the alphabet, and then we threw it into the fire and poured salt on the table." Rhoads, the greatest guitarist of his generation, died 3 years later on March 19th, 1982. Likelihood of seeing a ghost there. Once again, if you're in the company of Ozzy. The third one is The Mansion, Hollywood, California. Errol Flynn's former home, later bought by production titan Rick Rubin, has a mystique built into its walls. It was once used as a practice space by the great illusionist Harry Houdini.
Oh, wow.
The first record to be recorded there was the Red Hot Chili Peppers' 1991 breakthrough, Blood, Sex, Sugar, Sex, Magic. The sessions for said record were odd, to say the least. Drummer Chad Smith was so unnerved he refused to sleep over. Bassist Flea reported seeing a shrouded figure each night, while guitarist John Verstein was so excited about being in the presence of the ghosts that, and reader, there's no way of saying this. Listener, beware. He used to masturbate in front of them. Likelihood of seeing a ghost at this recording studio is very low because they're all too far traumatized. And so tune in next episode here on the balcony for Mike's Music Box. I hope you enjoyed this episode and keep listening to this amazing indie radio podcast. Sleep tight.
It's time for the spotlight portion of our show, where we showcase new singles from returning guests. And your host is Donna freaking Gallucci. Oh yeah, Donna freaking Gallucci.
Here we go again, guys.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, we have a great new song that we're going to spotlight today. But before we do that, we're going to spotlight something really cool that I did recently. I got to go to the Woodstock Film Festival.
Ooh.
Which was really awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was really, really cool. It actually we saw the premiere of the film Texas Music Revolution, which was really, really cool. And we got to see it at Levon Helm Studio. I don't know if anyone is familiar with that studio up in Woodstock. It's considered hallowed musical ground because it was the home of Levon Helm, who was the drummer for the band. And it was designed by him on 18 acres in Woodstock. And that's where his infamous Midnight Rambles took place.
Mm-hmm.
If everyone's familiar with that, where, all different great musicians would come there. They would rehearse for different things. They would just jam together, rehearse, record. It's a really cool place to be. So that was really a great experience. And a little background about the film. It's... as I said, Texas Music Revolution, which is actually a music festival that began in 1997 in McKinney, Texas. And it's hosted annually by KHYI 95.3 FM The Range. And Joshua Jones runs this station, and he is one of the radio pioneers of the Americana format. So I thought that would be a really cool thing to tell everybody about. He also built and continues to produce the Texas Music Revolution Festival, which is one of the largest ones of its kind in the United States.
Wow, very cool.
So it's really cool. And, I really had a good time here. I got to follow the journey of this indie radio station and find out all about the background of this film. The 25th anniversary of the festival is what the film is about, and reintroducing live music in the wake of the pandemic and what they had to go through to get that going. And the icing on the cake for me was Kiefer Sutherland was there. And he is one of my favorite actors. And every time I mention this, people look at me like I have two heads. They cannot believe he has a band.
Yeah.
He's a musician and he has a great band. And he was actually a performer at Texas Music Revolution Festival back in 2017.
Oh, wow.
When he was trying to, let people take him, have people try to take him seriously
Right,
as a musician,
Yeah.
Not an actor turning, musician. So he actually he was there and he actually played an acoustic set after the film was premiered. So
Oh,
that
neat.
was really,
Did you know
really
that was going to
fun.
happen?
Yes, I
Oh,
did.
okay.
Yeah. And it was really, really cool. So I don't know if anyone's ever heard Kiefer's music, but it's really, really great stuff. Great Americana country music, and you should really check them out. And getting back to Spotlight for today, our new song, What an Old Song Can Do by Kindred.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's a really great song. It's Kindred is an uncle and niece duo, Dustin Chapman and Riley Madison.
We've
From
been
North
following
Carolina.
Dustin. We've been
Yeah.
following Dustin for a long
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, we
and
have.
His voice is absolutely amazing.
It really is. And he's gone through some hardships and some
He's
hard
got
times.
alkalasia, which
Yeah.
is something with his throat.
With his
so
esophagus. He has a
he
rare
he-
disorder of the esophagus.
Every year that
Oh,
he's
wow.
able to sing or continues to sing is kind of like a miracle.
Yeah,
You know what I
it's-
mean?
it's a
Because at
blessing.
any time
Yeah.
he could lose his voice to
Yeah,
this
it's-
disease.
It's
So-
a blessing. They're really Great duo. They have very unique sound. I feel it's like a blending of
it's great.
traditional and contemporary country,
Yeah.
I would say. Some cool stuff that's happened to them recently. They won the titles of Duo of the Year and Emerging New Artist of the Year at the 2023 Carolina Country Music Awards. And they recently reached #1 on the CDX Positive Country and Southern Gospel national radio charts. So that's really cool for them. And just a little background before we get to the song, how it came about. Apparently at one of their shows, they performed a love song, and someone in the audience was visibly upset that they performed this love song. So Dustin and Raleigh said in a press statement about that little incident, writing this song from what we perceived his perspective to be, we wanted the song to showcase the emotional frustration, desperation, and sadness that one song triggered in him and highlight how powerful music can be in triggering memories in people. So that's what the song is about. It's called What an Old Song Can Do by Kindred. Hope you guys enjoy it.
Cover band playing our song, and why they gotta do me like that? I'm throwing out lots of jokes, fishing for some pity laughs, random words to hide the pain, drown out your line, avoid memory lane. Funny how it took one note, and you know how it goes, pounding head in a heart by the break. But I guess they know there's a guy who's barely hanging on, and they practiced coming 20 just to bring down his heart of stone. It's like they know every line had its own backstory of when you were mine is for you always would be, and I still had a reason to believe it's true. Yeah, that's what this old song can do. I'd already changed the presets in my truck, broke down and tore those CDs up that you burn entitled for my love, man. Don't think knowing us enough, 'cause love is never what it was. But I guess they know there's a guy who's barely hanging on, and they practiced that old Patsy just to bring down his heart of stone. It's like they know every line had its own backstory of when you were mine is for you always would be, and I still had a reason to believe it's true. Yeah, that's what this old song can do. It's like they want me back in that moment when you were mine and we had no care, and just let the music do the talking, the rest of the world would disappear. But now I'm searching for an answer, praying that God will make it in. I guess I might as well try to accept that we'll never be that way again. But I guess they know there's a guy who's barely hanging on, and they practiced Cowboy 20 just to bring down his heart of stone. It's like they know every line had its own backstory of when you were mine is for you always would be, and I still had a reason to believe it's true. Yeah, that's what this old song can do. Song, and why they gotta do me like that.
Welcome back to the Balcony Show. We've come to the end of another great show. Special thanks to Dan Harrison. Definitely keep an eye on him and his goings on. He's got some new projects coming out, so you're going to want to follow him for sure. Thanks to everybody here on the show. Always a great time as usual, except Mad Cat. We're going to end things tonight with a song from
No, it's
Andrew
impossible.
Chappell, Quitting Time. Good night, everybody, from the Balcony Show. I'm getting us out of here. We'll catch you next week.
Climbing up off the end of the long day, it's quitting time. A little bullet ride, it'll be alright. So go ahead, reach for the good stuff, that'll be just fine. A little peace of mind, it might last all night. So pour a stiff drink, it's all I need to get me over the last bump and on to the next one. Don't stop until you get to the bottom. Line them up, go on and raise your cup to the start of another extended weekend. Now it's quitting time. We'll go off the deep end. A couple of weeks for a hard-earned heartache. Wanna get away, but every word you say is colder than before. Best girl with the worst of intentions, a long kiss that she forgot to mention. The staring at the clock is daring me to hit that door. So pour a stiff drink, it's all I need to get me over the last bump and on to the next one. But don't stop until you get to the bottom. Line them up, go on and raise your cup to the start of another extended weekend. Now it's quitting time, or go off the deep end. Maybe it won't take too very long, 'cause baby, it gets lonely when you're on. Well, Monday